We don't need no stinking mask. Guys, my name is Johnny Scoville. I have issues. And this is Chase the Heat. All right, guys, I thought the best way to break in the next chapter of Chase the Heat Hot Sauce and Chase the Heat would be to do a challenge, and I'm doing it here at Blazing Foods and Chase the Heat headquarters. I'm excited. But you know what? I thought we got the death. I haven't done this in a while, so I thought it'd be kind of silly to do one. So we're going to do 5 of these. And here's what I've got. I don't know if you can see these. Each one is numbered. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the peanuts out of 1, 2, and we're going to load them all up. Then we're going to go for this. We'll load them up first. I'm going to read a little bit to you, tell you what's in these bad boys. All right, let's get started. So anyway, I hope you guys are good. You know, I said we don't need no mask. When I go outside, I wear my mask. If I don't say that, someone's going to give me a hard time. So now, I'm going to read to you what's in all these things in just a minute, once I get them all in the appropriate tub for me to consume. Now, the way this challenge works, you guys, this is an amazing challenge. It really is. The way it works is you have to chew each peanut for 15 seconds. Since I'm going to have a big mouthful, chewing them for 15 seconds isn't going to be too much of a problem. And when you're done with that, you have to wait 1 minute between rounds. The reason we do that is to let the heat build. I know I'm not the only one that likes pain like this. It kind of freaks people out to talk like that, you know? I remember my parents used to watch the channel. They kind of hung in pretty tough until I started jumping out of planes and eating peppers, and then they tapped out. But I think it was kind of hard for them to kind of come to terms with the fact that I like the pain of this, but it is what it is. Like Popeye says, I am what I am. All right, guys, we have the last one. I got a little surprise for you. Now, before we even get into these, I'm gonna sneeze for you. Oh, these are supposed to go here. Fortunately, I can tell by color. Working without a net here, people. All right, before we get into these, I'm going to read what's in them. Then I got a little special thing for you. In fact, no. You know what? We're going to start with a special right now. I got to tell you guys something. You guys know how this is going on. With Chase the Heat Hot Sauce, I've got a wonderful relationship with Mr. David Foy. He's the owner of Blazing Foods. He's been a really, really close friend, my best friend for a long time. And we did our first collab. It was the Tube of Terror a couple of years back. And it was just a tremendous success. We have them all around the world. And he's now my partner in Chase the Heat Hot Sauce as well. So, Mr. Foy, please come over here. This is really cool. I got to tell you something. You think he wanted to be on camera? Nah, I had to force him. My friend, how are you? Good to be here. This is my partner, David Foy. So we're ready to do this?
I think you're ready to do this.
I know you don't want to be on camera. You do me a favor? You don't need no stinking water. What is even there?
Nick put it up.
Absolutely. All right, guys, here we go. Are you ready? Let me read these to you. The Death Nut Challenge V2 by Blazing Foods. Here we go. Thank you for your purchase. This challenge is the hottest thing you're ever going to eat. You must review the warning on this box before you accept the terms of consumption. You can go to deathnuts.com, terms and conditions, and check those out. Caution, it's extremely hot, wear gloves. We don't need no gloves. No liquids or foods allowed during the completion, no problem. Chew entire contents of each level for 15 seconds, wait 60 seconds before advancing to the next level. After eating the contents of level 5, the Death Nut, you have to endure a 5-minute afterburn to complete this challenge. We're going to the timer here. Let me get this countdown, stopwatch, timer. All right, so we got a minute. It's kind of silly to set a timer for 1 minute. It's exactly what we're going to do, though. All right, good luck. Now, how far did you go? Now, I'm going to read to you what's in each one of these. Here we go. All right, guys. So we're going to get started. You guys ready? Man, I am. All right, guys. Here's the deal. I haven't done a challenge in a while. I'm hoping this one hurts. It freaks you out to hear that, but I really do. All right, getting started. The first one, Carolina Reapers. chocolate Bula peppers. You guys here, you can see box number 1. Here we go, guys. There you go. A lot of peanuts. Or what?
You might need the water just to wash it down.
No, we're good. Big mouthful of peanuts. It's going to take me more than a minute to get this stuff down. You know what's great though? That allows the heat to build. All right. Now, the flavor of those peanuts, they're so good. You get the Reaper flavor, but you don't get the Reaper commitment. Now, if you're somebody who never eats anything hot, and I'm serious now, you want to stop there. Amazing peanuts. These jumbo Virginia peanuts, these monsters. Makes a huge difference. All right. Second, the heat level here is mild, it says. Warming up, Carolina Reaper and ghost peppers. Go see number 2 on the back of the box. Here we go. The flavor's so good. That's the best part about it. A lot of peanuts. Took almost a whole minute to chew it up. All right, so here's the second one. One thing I want to tell you about, it's kind of a funny thing. I've noticed this and I posted about, I've had people comment, it's really the truth. How these peanuts will taste to you, they come out of this place every single time tasting exactly the same. There's a variance in taste that you find, it's because of your tolerance. I know that when my tolerance is lower, anybody's tolerance. If your tolerance is lower, you lose the ability to taste pretty quickly because it's really fast. The heat overrides that, and all you got is a mouthful of pain, which is neat, but you want to still be able to taste things. These are amazing. So that was the second one. The heat is in, not so much in my throat, mostly on my mouth. Now, it hasn't really moved my needle very much. I said earlier, if you're somebody who's never ever eaten anything hot, you want to stop after the first one, right? If you're somebody who doesn't eat hot stuff, the second one alone will put you somewhere about probably a 5. If you're not a chili head, probably about a 5. All right, so we're going to go on to the third one now. See if we can get that pain up a little higher. All right, so the third one, this is medium heat. It's getting real, people. That's what it says. I'm not making that up. This is Carolina Reaper 7-pot brain strain peppers. Okay. We're not playing around anymore, people. There's the timer. Number 3. Immediately, the second they enter your mouth, you know you're dealing with a different peanut. The jump from 1 to 2, not too bad. The step up from the second peanut to the third is a big step up. 5-second rule. I'm not sure a virus can live in there. We tap out pretty quick. All right. Now, for those of you that have done this challenge, as I said a moment ago, the jump from the first level to the second isn't that big a deal. Stair step. However, the jump from the second to third is big. Right now, my heat is maybe a 2. Yeah, probably a 2. However, if you're a non-chili head, right now you're not wanting to go any further. Seriously, if you're a non-chili head, this is a bummer. All right, we're gonna go to the next one now. Here's where it gets fun. You guys know me. You guys know I have kind of a unique relationship with pain. Number 4, the pain sets in. Here we go. This is twice the amount of Carolina Reaper powder, 7-pot douglas. It's getting warm, people. But that's what we're here for, right? Birds fly, fish swim, and I eat hot stuff. So here we go, guys. We're on number 3. The pain sets in. We can only hope. Yeah. The pain is setting in. All right. You guys know I don't sweat much for heat. The humidity has a lot to do with this. All right. So, the step from 3 to 4 is about as significant as the step from 2 to 3. So 1 to 2 is the regular step. 2 to 3 is a big one. 3 to 4 is a big one. And now we're going to the famed death nut, people. All right, there are the death nuts. Now, in this one, we have twice the amount of Carolina Reaper pepper. I need to tell you something about this, the Carolina Reaper pepper David uses. I've tasted a lot. Arguably more Carolina Reaper powder than probably 99% of the planet ever will. I mean that, just because of sheer numbers. The Reaper powder that he is using in this is the hottest Reaper powder I've ever tasted. Right now my mouth is still climbing. I'm probably at a 4 for me. For real? All right, so here we go. Twice the amount of Carolina Reaper pepper, Ruger Scorpion, and 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals. Guys, this will whiten your teeth and blow your hair back. If you don't, I don't have any hair, that's the reason. For real, this is a really, really hot peanut. And guys, we have, well, some more good stuff coming out. But here we go. Number 5. This is where we separate the chili heads from the real chili heads. Let me get the timer going here, folks. Hold on. Pepper burn, sorry. All right, here we go. Got the timer going. just straight away a problem. Not really a problem for me, I'm used to this, but boy, if you're not a chili head, this is a ruined afternoon. I mean it. These are hot. Making my nose run. Now we got a 5 minute afterward. David's back here laughing at me. All right, so they're gone. Now we're gonna start the afterward. The heat, let's talk about the heat. It's legit. I'm probably at a 5. My tolerance is a little bit down. I did eat 10 tubes of terror in a contest a while back. My tolerance was much higher then, but I'm burning for real. My mouth is at a 5 probably. It's probably climbing a little bit still. You know what I was thinking? I saw some comments recently. I saw one that kind of triggered something. I want to kind of run by you. I feel the pain. A lot of people think I don't feel pain. I don't have capsaicin receptors. That's absurd. I'm feeling the pain right now. I promise you. I just like it a lot. What I'm good at, I think a lot of people, what you're dealing with on the inside, if you have some of the stuff going on the inside, like pain or whatever, it's hard to separate that and not let it show on the outside. You guys follow me? A lot of times you'll have things happen on the outside that you internalize inside. My division of those two things is really good. Stuff that's happening on the inside, I don't let it show on the outside. And I'm really good at separating my internal stuff from what's going on the outside. For instance, right now, I've got a level of pain right now that if this happened to the average person who's not a chili head, I promise you they're looking for some sort of medical attention, something. You know, since we started, there are so many videos that you can research online. People doing the death nut challenge or the tube of terror, where everything starts fine and ends up in an ambulance. When you guys are doing a challenge like this, one really significant thing that I want to make sure you guys understand, prep your stomach. Have something in your stomach, because if you don't, you know, the capsaicin cramps are much, much worse on you. Now, we'll tell you this, the higher your the tolerance builds in a lot of places. It doesn't just build in your mouth. The higher your tolerance in your mouth gets, the higher your tolerance in your stomach gets also. We are 2 minutes into this. But the great thing about it, the 5 and afterburn, this is where I've seen a lot of videos where people were able to complete the peanuts themselves, but can't seem to make it through the 5 minutes. To me, the 5 minutes is where it's the most fun, because I'm not eating anymore, so I can literally just sit here and focus on the pain I got going on. Pain is a funny thing, you guys. We should talk about that for a minute. I didn't always have the relationship to pain that I have now. I've said this before a million times. I don't like emotional pain. I don't know anybody that does. But eating chilies has changed how I view physical pain. You know, I mean, when we talk about like the heat level, you know what we're really talking about, right? Pain. You know, if somebody says it's a 10 out of 10, that hurts. It's pain. Sometimes when people eat a pepper, it freaks them out. They get panicked because they don't know how hot it's going to get. Once you realize you're not going to die, listen, unless you have an allergy to peppers or capsaicin, no pepper is going to kill you. So if you go into that experience thinking, look, this isn't going to kill me, let me find something cool to enjoy about it. It'll change your did with me. And it carried over, so not just peppers, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, I was in a car accident recently. I got 3rd-degree burns on my wrist. Everything is sore. Last night I'm rolling over in bed, and I roll over and I wake up because of the pain. It was a great way to roll over and go back to sleep. It's a strange thing. So I want to know this. Have you guys seen your relationship to pain change and evolve because of your eating capsaicin and peppers? I'm just curious. My nose is running. Can you do me a favor? Junior, can you give me a tissue or something? I appreciate it. Come prepared. So we have 1 minute left, about the 5-minute afterburner. I'm sweating a little bit on my head. The heat has tapered off, so it's peaked. Still kind of throbbing on my tongue, kind of a pulsating thing. Another thing you'll find, the higher your tolerance is, the faster things will peak and the faster you get back to normal. Somebody who's not accustomed to heat wouldn't be getting back to normal yet. It would still be climbing and they'd still be kind of panicking. This is what I'm used to. Thank you, sir. And thank you. All right, so we have 24 seconds left. Excuse me. All right, so here's what I want to tell you. There are two kinds of people in the world. All right? There's probably more, but for the sake of this little mental exercise, we're going to say there are two kinds of people in the world. There, I'm done with the challenge. Here are the two kinds of people in the world. One kind of person is going to watch what I just did and go, I don't need to touch that stove. I just watched him touch it. Burned him. I don't need to do that. But then there's the other person. You. Hey, you, I'm talking to you. You. You're looking at this going, I want to do that. So guess what? If you're that person, you know what you're going to do? You're going to go to the description box. You're going to see a link for Death Nuts. You're going to pop that link and you're going to do it. Because that's what we do. If you're the kind of person who says, I don't need to touch that stove, watch that dude touch it, he just burned himself. That's cool too. Keep watching videos. I appreciate you. But I'll tell you what, this is no joke. This is one of the coolest challenges. The way it's put together, the whole 9 yards. It's a really, really cool challenge. So if you haven't done this yet, you go to the description box, you click the link for Death Nuts, and get that. And when you do, post a video and let me know how you did. My heat level's back down to about a 1 maybe, which is sort of a drag, but I want you to know the heat got up there and it provided some pain this afternoon, which is a beautiful thing. It really is. All right, guys, so we're gonna wrap this thing up. From Blazing Foods, Chase Eat headquarters, we love you guys a lot. You need to go to the description box, get that, click that link. Right here, you're gonna see a pepper. When you click this pepper right here, excuse me, drooling. When you click the pepper, you know what? You're part of the family. All right, we're growing. We're gonna hit 70,000 family members today. How crazy is that? So, click that link, become part of the family. If you don't want to miss a video, you're going to click the bell for notification right there. You will miss nothing. Right there is League of Fire. League of Fire is sort of putting a competitive spotlight on the chili eaters that do the nutty things I do on a worldwide basis. They're like the WWE of the chili world. And right now, yours truly is ranked 3rd on the planet. How cool is that? Right there, we have 2 relevant videos. Guys, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.